Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Azim Javidin, and today I'll be conducting an experiment on ventrimeter. So the objective of this experiment is to apply the theory of flow rate by using a ventrimeter. So ventrimeter is actually to measure the rate of flow inside a pipe. So for this experiment, the equipment used is CH47 centrifugal pump set. Experiment, I will briefly explain how the ventrimeter experiment works. So we need to turn on the machine, then we need to open half opening of the inlet valve, then we control the motor control the set speed to 1000 rpm. So then after 1000 rpm, we need to open the inlet valve to fully, then we need to increase the speed to 3000 rpm. After that, we need to bleed the P1, P2 from the ventrimeter for that to read any air bubble, so they cannot affect the reading. After that, we can take the P1 and P2 reading with the P2 deviation by 0.05. Hello. Okay, for the first step, we need to open the pump inlet half. Then we turn on the machine. So we increase the speed to 1000 rpm slowly. RPM around that region. Then we open the inlet valve fully. To reach full, we need to increase the speed to 3000 rpm. The region, and then we can bleed for the P1 and P2 at the ventrimeter. To eliminate any air bubbles. So for the reading of P1 and P2, we need to take for the first one, the P1 is 0.50 and the P2 is negative 0.64. So from the P2, we can calculate the deviation of 0.05, or we can subtract the negative 0.64 with 0.05. Then we need to complete the table for the P2 first, then we can follow on the P2 to find the P1 by decreasing the speed until we reach the targeted P2. Okay, so the P2 reading, second one. That is all. Thank you. Expect the outcome for the experiment. We can expect we can measure the flow rate from the P2. So as the formula as flow rate from the Bernoulli equation, that is A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2. We can measure from the velocity from the value of P1 and P2 that we obtained from the ventrimeter. From the experiment, I found that the P1 decreased as the P2 increased. This can be related to theory, that is when the velocity increase, the pressure decrease. This is vice versa. It's equal to P1 and P2. So when the flow rate is very important to determine the flow of fluid or water inside a pump, inside a pipe. So we can decide whether it's viscid, laminar or turbulent. And the left fluid flow are useful, such as determine the percent of pump in a house, aircon, and the blood circulation. That's all for me.